Hi, everybody. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas, Texas on Sunday, April 1st, and welcome to our video commentary. You know, I'm sure you've been following the news. I have a post over at the American Thinker about this, but I'm sure you've been following in the news something that is very strange, and that is there's apparently a march of people from Central America marching through Mexico with the objective of reaching the United States. There's even a photo of the people marching somewhere in Mexico. I don't know exactly where they are at the moment, but this is very different from anything that we have seen before. First of all, they're doing it out in the open. Normally, when Central Americans come to the United States, they avoid publicity, and there's that famous train, I guess, that travels through Mexico that many of them ride on. But in general, they hide themselves. They don't make it public. They avoid contact with the authorities. They avoid contact even with Mexicans because they want to maintain their travel, if you will, as secret as possible. In this particular case, they're doing it out in the open. There's even a photo that has appeared in the media about this. There's a spokesman, apparently. Somebody's behind this. And there's a spokesman saying that their objective is to get to the United States. And I find this whole thing rather interesting. Number one, because it's out in the open, and we have not seen that before. And number two, because Mexico has had very little tolerance, in fact, zero tolerance of illegal immigration. Mexico has always deported people who are in the country without papers, and they're running all around picking up Central Americans and sending them back. Obviously, this is different. I mean, if we know about this, the Mexican government has to know about this. So you have to wonder what exactly is going on. Now, President Trump has reacted, and I think his reaction is exactly correct. You know, he says, we can't put up with this. We cannot put up with a march of people, trying to get into the country this way. So I think his response is completely appropriate to something like this. And you have to wonder who is behind this and why is the government of Mexico being so tolerant of this so far. I don't know exactly who's behind it. I think from what I saw in the media is some organization about, a world without borders or something like that. But I honestly don't know anything about that organization. And why Mexico is tolerating this, that's another interesting question, because I don't see how Mexico gains from any of this. I mean, I don't see what Mexico benefits from having this happen. I mean, public opinion in the United States is not going to be in favor of allowing these people to come in like that. So I don't know what Mexico thinks they're going to get out of this. And that's why I find the entire response to the Mexican government so far, frankly, rather strange. It's just not something that we are accustomed to. So let's see what happens. We'll keep an eye on this thing over the next week or so. Obviously, it's going to take a while for these people to reach the United States. And maybe the Mexican authorities will interrupt the march or intervene at some point. I don't know. But I think President Trump is exactly right. I mean, you cannot allow something like this. I mean, you cannot simply say, okay, come in, or, we're going to let you do this and come into the country like this. Simply unacceptable. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's going to be an interesting, fascinating thing to watch. But again, where is the Mexican government? Where are the Mexican federal agents? I don't know. It's very strange. They're nowhere to be seen so far. Thank you very much for watching. We have all of these over at YouTube. We have them over on Twitter. And we also have them on my blog. Have a great day, everybody. And we'll talk to you later.